Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me live today for a deep dive into something really exciting. If you are here live, please drop a quick hello in the chat so I know you can hear me and that the audio is coming through perfectly. We are going to jump straight into how you can start churning out unlimited AI-powered videos centered around viral sports trends without ever showing your face. You absolutely do not need to be on camera yourself. You don't need a high-end production studio. And you definitely don't need a massive budget to get started. The world of sports content is exploding right now, from the World Cup and the Super Bowl to major playoffs and legendary athlete comebacks. The great news is that you don't need access to original game footage or a massive production team to catch this massive wave of traffic. With the right set of tools and a solid, repeatable workflow, you can create attention-grabbing clips and mini documentaries that really hit the algorithm hard. Sports content works so well because it taps into incredibly passionate fan bases who treat matches like a religion. Whether it is football, basketball, or even niche sports like cricket or golf, these fans are constantly clicking, commenting, and sharing content. A well-paced clip about a controversial penalty or a record-breaking moment can easily rack up hundreds of thousands of views if the hook is strong enough. You should start by keeping a few types of videos in your back pocket, starting with short viral clips like iconic goals or buzzer beaters. These clips should be 10 to 30 seconds long, and they absolutely need to hook the viewer within the first 2 seconds. Next, consider making quick explainers like explaining complex rules or the history behind a certain penalty, which is perfect for viewers who want to learn fast. You can also create narrative-driven player bios that cover how a legend became a legend, which usually run between 60 and 180 seconds. Top lists are another massive winner, where you rank things like the top 5 worst fouls or the top 3 most clutch moments in history. Finally, you can start a reaction or analysis mini-series where you break down a single play using freeze frames and your own voiceover analysis. Now, let's talk about the practical part of how to scale these videos quickly without burning yourself out in the process. This is where a tool like Vizard becomes incredibly handy for creators who need to repurpose long videos into viral-ready clips. What really matters here is the auto-edit feature, which takes a long interview or match recap and finds the best viral parts for you automatically. This saves you from spending hours scrubbing through footage to find those small, high-engagement moments. Vizard also handles your scheduling across social media so you can set your posting cadence and let the system handle the rest. Their content calendar lets you manage, tweak, and approve all your clips in one central place before they go live on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. If you compare this to standard editing tools, you quickly see that while those tools are great for manual work, they just do not scale for high-volume posting. You need a workflow that gets you from the idea phase to the distribution phase without wasting your day on manual uploads. The first step is trend research, where you scan Twitter and TikTok to see what topics are currently hot in the sports world. You can even ask an AI chatbot to give you a list of the hottest sports topics for the week to spark some creative ideas. Once you have your theme, you need to source a long-form file like a podcast or a recorded match breakdown to use as your base material. Upload that long video into your editing tool and let it identify those high-engagement segments, potential hooks, and quote-worthy lines. Then, you need to craft a tight narrative, perhaps using an AI writer to draft a punchy narration that hooks the viewer instantly. Make sure your sentences are short, emotive, and conversational, just like you are telling a friend about a cool moment you just saw. Visuals and captions are critical, and you should always include subtitles because many people watch videos on mute. When you are creating your visual elements, try to use stylized illustrations or motion backgrounds if you cannot use direct game footage. Always remember to export in multiple aspect ratios, like 9:16 for TikTok and 16:9 for traditional YouTube. Scheduling your content is the next logical step, so use your content calendar to establish a consistent posting cadence for your audience. Once your videos are live, spend time optimizing and iterating by looking at your watch times and the comments you receive. A great production tip is to always focus on the hook in the first 2 seconds. Otherwise, you will see people swiping past your video. Be careful with copyright issues, so avoid using exact team logos or official broadcast footage unless you are absolutely sure you have the rights. You can reference players and events in your narration, but when generating visuals, stick to player-like illustrations rather than direct trademarks. For a bonus workflow hack, you can batch your uploads by dropping multiple long videos into your editor at once to let it process overnight. You can even use AI to batch create dozens of short scripts or hooks and feed them into your editor as voice-over text. At the end of the day, manual editing in professional software is great, but it is just too slow if you want to scale to multiple channels. Other AI apps might generate visuals, but they often force you to manage your own publishing, which defeats the purpose of an automated workflow. You want that perfect middle ground of AI-powered extraction, integrated editing, and automated scheduling to get you from idea to published in a fraction of the time. That is the real productivity win, and it allows you to focus on the creative side of things while the software does the heavy lifting. Alright, that is the core of it, but if you want, I can show you live examples in a moment of how to set this up properly. If you take one thing away from today, just pick one trending event, grab a long clip, and let the AI handle the heavy lifting for you. That is where the growth comes from. So let's move on to our live walkthrough and get some questions answered.